sometimes it could be confusing as who you need to collaborate with. And a lot of people find themselves in this situation, right? So if you find yourself in this situation, you're really eager. You have the heart to want to collaborate. You know that, you want to do things to help more people. And the more you are, you can bring your numbers together. You can bring your platforms together. I guess this is where this whole influencer thing came from. So you partner with an influencer, they have the numbers, people come to buy from you just because the influencer has said something, and now people are making money off it. But maybe not in that category. Maybe you're not able to pay an influencer. But what about what you're able to do? You want to start a business, or you started a business and you need a partner. Sometimes this partner, because you can't do everything and you need this partner and both of you have shares together. Who are those people that we can be looking at? I think it's very important to find somebody who thinks like you. So I, for example, am such a positive person. There are so many people I can't do business with because they're used to seeing the cup half empty. I only see the cup half full, right? And I'm only looking for how things can work. What can we do differently? There was this story that I heard of a guy who said he wanted to raise $3 million or $3 billion in 3 days for some, I can't remember, I know it was 333, the number 333. Maybe when the story comes back, I will share it again. And so he went to his team members, called everybody together, how can we do this? And everybody said, we can't do it in 3 days, $3 billion. So he brought out a flip chart and drew a line in between the flip chart. And on one side, he wrote all the I can't, and just wrote it there and says, nobody can think of I can't. And then on the other line, I can, or we can. And in the other line, he said, now I only want us to think of how we can. I'm not listening to how we can't again. So now let's position and train our minds to think of how we can. And the ideas started rolling in. Because once you say, I can't, everybody will shout, no, or beep, or they'll boo you. And immediately, and they made that $3 million or $3 billion, this was yonks ago, in the 3 days that they needed it. Because everybody focused on how it will be done. That's the kind of person I want in my team. Those are the kind of people I want to partner with. People that only look for ways things can be done. I also would like to look for somebody, so that's a positive person, but also a cheerleader. Someone who dreams big like me, right? Look at me, I'm saying 10 billion. We don't even have 10 billion people in the world, but that's where my mind is going to. I want somebody who would dream like that. People are still praying to God to be billionaires. Me, I'm telling God, thank you for being a quintrillionaire. Billionaire is 9 zeros. Quintrillionaire is 18 zeros. So if you don't dream big like me, then there's a problem. If you still think that, oh, let's just beg God for $30,000, you have lost me completely. Because if you can, the same $30,000 I'm asking for, it's the same way I can ask for $3 million. The same faith, the same everything, the same time, the same mouth. So I need somebody who is also a big dreamer like me, right? I'm telling you who will work for me. So you ask yourself, who are the people? What are your values? In the last episode, I talked about my values. FACTSIL, that's the abbreviation. Freedom, alignment, connectedness, transformation, creativity, influence, and love. Those are my values. FACTSIL, that's how I crammed it in my head, or I've registered it in my head. Yeah? So what are your values? Do you see people who have those shared values? Then work with them. I would look for somebody who has some of those values as part of. Imagine if their values was family. I'm trying to think of things that might be a little bit different. Work. It's a bit different because now the first value or the first thing that is important to them is their work. Meanwhile, the first thing that is important to me is freedom. So the person is not a bad person. We just don't align. Right? Because freedom for me, give me the space and I will blossom. But once you tighten and choke me and cover me, you will get the worst out of me. So freedom is one of the things I hold on dear to. right? So another thing is, does that person have a growth mindset? Which then means that that person is a learner for life. The person that I will partner with has to be that. So that when I read a book, I can tell the person, go and read this book will help us. And the person will not grumble and grumble and grumble and grumble and then open first page and say, oh, no. The person will be excited to also read what I've asked them to read, because they know that if it helped me, it will help them, and vice versa. Those are the kind of people I want to partner with. You know, people that our vision is to transform the world. So let's do it together. Who else? I've said shared vision. I've said growth mindset. I say learner for life for sure. So you're never at any point. I said somebody who is spiritually inclined. And I didn't say religion. I said spiritually inclined. Who understands the importance of intuition and trusting your gut and going with your innermost mind and feeling. Knowing that people don't need to understand it, but we just need to go. And so if I partner with that person, if I say to the person, my spirit says we should do X, Y, Z, the person says, let's go, because I trust you. And if the person says the same thing, I'll tell the person I trust you. Now, let's say something now doesn't go the way we wanted it to go. Does that mean that your spirit said the wrong thing? No. Maybe we didn't align with it the right way. Right? All of those things for me are the bigger ones. Some people will say money. Can you trust them with money? Well, you know, I'm not sure that you can 100% say who you can trust with money. I'm not sure. Even the ones that say you can trust me, sometimes plenty money can make you do some kinds of things that you will not do on a normal day. However, if the person is a positive person and integrity is something that they're big at, you know, it's something that if they say something, you can go to sleep on it. So that means they would show up with the integrity, you know, that means you can trust them for their word. And it's things as little as, okay, let's have a meeting tomorrow. The person doesn't call you, the person doesn't show up. Then you have to start checking their integrity. Because you must be a man of your words or a woman of your words. I can trust Yomi to a large extent with money because I've worked with her. But even before I worked with her, I can almost sense where she has come from. So it also bothers on upbringing. You know, there are people that if they've started off poor and they stumbled on money, oh my difficult, because I don't know how to say it. But if you had somebody like, if I went into business with someone like Atiku's son now, he's in wealth. The chances of him being a thief will not be as high. I think one of the people definitely you need is somebody who can be your cheerleader. You need somebody, you have to come into business with somebody who is positive minded. And is a cheerleader. So both of you feed off that positive energy and you what's the word? Yeah, you support each other. So you have a lot of support from each other because you are doing the business together. And if you are doing a business with somebody who only sees the cup half empty, and you only see the cup half full, then there's a problem. You can't do business with that kind of person. Because the person will always only tell you how things cannot be done, whilst you are looking for how things can be done. There's so many people like that. Tell you this thing, it can't work. Why? I don't know. I just know it won't work. Yeah. So you need somebody like that. And then you want somebody who is a cheerleader, somebody who respects your time, somebody who respects your talent, and who you respect their talent as well. Someone who just knows that working with you or partnering with you will be life-changing. I think if you have all those things in people, I think you'll be good. Hi there. My name is Adiola Kingsley James. I hope you really got a lot from my videos. Don't stop at just listening. Be a doer. If I asked you to do something, do it please. But don't also stop at that. Share me with other people. Click the notification bell below. And do what? Yes, subscribe. And then remind yourself every time my new videos come out so that you can watch them and you can learn from them. I really, really, really honor you. Have a wonderful day. Love and light.